Good morning, everyone. Carol here from Aquahaven747.com. You're probably wondering why I am in my car this morning. Today's video is, as you probably guessed from the title, my updated car emergency organization. And I have a free checklist. If anyone is interested in getting that, I'll put the link down below. It's actually on my blog, so you can grab it there. And for those of you that have already seen my previous car organization videos, you probably realize that I have changed out a couple of things, but a lot of things are still the same. I will link those videos in the end screen. So we'll see you at the end. Here we are in my back trunk, and I thought I should start out with the spare tire. You have flat, you need a spare. Number one thing to have in an emergency. Now I've got this wheel locks things too. One of the things went missing, I believe. But anyway, still works. Now this set of tools with the lug wrench and screwdriver and these hook things came with the car, so I can change the tire. Same with this little jack here, that came with the car. I have included in here, this is more for my trailer, but this folding lug wrench, and there's an extra trailer hitch thing there if I'm not using my trailer and it needs a different size ball. Booster cables. I haven't had to use them myself for my own vehicle, but I have helped quite a few other people. So they're really good to have on hand if you don't want to wait around for your CAA or other auto roadside assistance people to come and help you out. And if I did have to change tire, I've got my safety vest in there. And on the other side here, I also have another pair of work gloves. So here I've got my extra rope and tie downs and bungee cords, and in there I just have an extra towel and an extra pair of shoes. I've got a few extra wiper blades. They were on sale, and I thought, well, I might as well just keep them here. I don't need them right away, but that's that. And I also have maps, mostly local areas here. I don't normally use that, but if I was going to, my phone was out, my GPS didn't work, and I really needed a place, that's where they are kept. So I will put the top back on, and then I'll show you what's in my trunk kit. Okay, so I've got everything back in the back of the car here. I've got the 2 booster seats that I usually keep back there for my grandkids if I have to pick them up from school. I've got this basket thing with my emergency car blankets underneath. And then this is a thermal insulated bag, so if I'm buying any frozen food or food that needs to keep cool, I can keep it in that. Now, this is here. So this is also a little cooler bag, so if that one's filled up, I can do overflow here. I keep my shopping bags in here. I had a whole pile of them, and I got rid of a whole bunch, so this is what I'm left with. And these are my favorites. These ones from IKEA. Good size, nice zippers, and they have some mesh for venting as well. I also keep a bottle of water here for emergencies, and this is glass, so I don't have to worry about plastic heating up in the hot weather and leaching chemicals. What else? So let's do this side first here. So I always like to carry an extra jug of windshield washer fluid, especially in the winter, but I have that now. I've got this little toolkit which has come in really handy. It's just basic tools in here, so I've used some of those when I've gone to a rental property for the odd little thing. So that's that. And Oh, okay. So I also have this little screw thing. It's got different kinds of screw heads I can change them out in. I already had this. I didn't buy it especially for it, but it's nice and compact too. So this water is for cleaning up. If I have a spill on me, I can get it cleaned out right away so it doesn't stain. I got these wipes that are non-scented, and they're good for wiping stuff up too. I've got them in this nice little Ziploc bag because they always get dried out. And I also have this little thing of, I think it's their facial cleansing wipes. And let's see what else. Oh, so this is a 16-foot tape measure that I keep in the car. The one that comes in the kit here is only 10 feet. And I had an extra, so I thought I might as well throw one of those in. And this thing, I almost got rid of it, but it is like a self-inflating seat cushion for like bleachers and that. And since I'm going and watching my grandkids' games a little bit more these days, I thought I might use that. So that's that side. On the other side, I've got my emergency case here, and get that out of the way. So this here, an extra pair of gloves here. Now these are nitrile gloves, and mask, goggles, safety goggles, duct tape. Oh, now that matches, lighter, fire starter, and this is a roadside signal thing. Hopefully never need it, but it's there if I do. What I've got some that crazy glue, you know, that multi-purpose super glue, emergency poncho, another emergency blanket. Yeah, I think that's it for that. And I also brought this first aid kit out here. I did have it in my house originally, and I recently redid my house first aid kit, so I thought, well, I can use this one here. Nice and clean towelettes, alcohol wipes, bandages, tensor bandages, tourniquets, yeah, just general first aid stuff there. And over there, I've got my Skin-tastic off bug spray stuff. If it was winter, I would also be adding these two things. This car shovel that has a retractable handle, and my snow brush and ice scraper. So one of my favorite emergency tools that I keep right at the front here, this front pocket by the driver's side, is this emergency flashlight. And it's got like a hammer on it, and it also has a seatbelt cutter. So God forbid I end up flipped over and in water and stuck in my seatbelt, I'll be able to access this if I'm not knocked out and get myself out of trouble. But yeah, it's got the light. It's got a strobe light on it. I don't know if you can see that. No, there. It's got a strobe light function on it. And yeah, and it's got the flashlight as well. Here in my center console, I thought it'd be easier to just take some things out and then show you what I have in the little cases. If you've seen my previous car organization videos, you'll notice some things that are very similar. I have a couple of new things in here, but otherwise they're pretty much the same as what they were before. I'll probably link those videos on the end screen. So anyway, in my front row little case here, that's basically just extra cutlery and condiments if I have to eat when I'm in the car. Then in my little personal bag here, I've got hairbrush and mirror. So a mirror can also be used for signaling in an emergency situation. Dental floss, hand lotion, what else in there? Oh, nail clippers. What else do I have in here? Tweezers. You know, just basic things like that. You know, a medical one, I have another little first aid kit, which is basically just band-aids, and I have some alcohol and hand wipes, and I have a little thing with ibuprofen and an extra puffer. Now, I've probably mentioned this before, I don't like to keep this in here when it's extremely hot or cold, but that is there if I'm ready to go somewhere. And finally, in my tech bag here, I still have these earbuds. I might end up getting rid of those. I thought they'd be handy for my grandkids, you know, if they're on their iPads and didn't want to turn it down. But anyway, I've got this phone jack charger for my phone, and I have another little charger thing here if I wanted to plug in something else that had a USB thing, and I have a tire gauge and a couple of carabiners, and it looks like I'm missing something. What was I missing? Well, maybe not. Anyway, that is what I have in my little cases. Okay, so I've got my little cases back in there, and I put that in there as a little bag with napkins. I like to have it kind of like that so that they're easy to grab. And then I'll put that back in there, which has just a little shopping bag, and it's got some change there. Oh, and underneath that, I also have one of those little coins for a shopping cart if I don't have a loonie. But my newest addition is this. It's a little multi-tool, hammer, pliers, utility knives, a couple of screwdrivers. Yeah, so I thought that'd be neat. I've got the little toolbox, or tool set back in the trunk, but this one would be handy right by the driver's side if I need to get to that right away. So that's it for the console. In my glove box here, I just have my manual. I have had to refer to that a couple of times, but not too often. I keep a couple of notebooks in case I need to make notes of anything, and a pen back there too. I have this little box of extra cutlery, which I don't really need, but I do keep that in there. I call that an emergency thing, but anyway. And of course I've got an extra mask in case I need that, and my GPS for when I'm going on trips where I don't know where I'm really going. So anyway, that's it for my emergency type organization. Hopefully you got some good tips here, and I will see you in the next one.